Welcome to the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. Get ready for 2 hours of holiday cheer. From everyone here at Dominion Energy, we want to wish you Happy Holidays!
The Dominion Energy Christmas Parade starts now.
Good morning. Happy holidays. Welcome to the 41st Annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. I'm Cheryl Miller.
And I'm Rob Cardwell. We're so excited to be here with you, and we have a lot of friends, our CBS 6 family, to bring you one of Richmond's biggest traditions. Our good friends Kristen Lures and Reba Hollingsworth, they're along Broad Street. Greg McQuaid, he's with the Spectators, who have some of the best seats in the house. Tom Patton is in Storm Rider, and a lot of our friends are going to be walking along beside him. But first, we're going to check in with all of them. But first, let's show you exactly where the parade route is.
It is a beautiful crisp Saturday morning here in RVA. The theme this year, a very RVA Christmas. The parade will start here in front of the Science Museum of Virginia. It's going to head east down West Broad Street and will end at 7th Street downtown. 2.5 wonderful miles of all kinds of units. The big helium balloons, lots of marching bands, both college and high school bands from around the Virginia area. And we've got lots of marching units. We've got clowns. We've got little cars. We've got a little bit of everything for you here on this Saturday for this wonderful Christmas parade. We're so happy you could join us here today.
And it all kicks off right here. As you can see behind us, we're in front of the Science Museum of Virginia, and that's not very far from the Virginia DMV, the main DMV office, two of the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade's biggest supporters. We want to thank them. Their partnership helps make this event happen.
We've got lots of people lining the route already this morning. People have come out bundled up. I think I'm in 5 layers. I can't move. I feel like Ralphie in A Christmas Story. If I fall down, I'm done for. We've got all kinds of people out here joining us today, layered up. Layering is the key word for today. Yeah, it's cold, it's crisp, but it's Christmas season.
And let's hope our good friends Kristen and Reba are bundled up too. Let's toss it to them down on Broad Street.
Hi guys, we are certainly bundled up. Like you said, layer on layer, but hey, if you want to come down here, you can do it too. This is your sign to get off the couch, get bundled up, come on down. There's still time. We see family after family. It is such a magical time, and we want to show you what the crowd looks like now.
Yes, good morning! We're so excited. The crowd already just electrified right here, and we saw Santa, the float down there, the balloon, and just everyone lined up along here on Broad Street, right in front of the Science Museum of Virginia. Just so exciting.
There's no place that would rather be than here right now on Broad Street, ready for the parade. As we just said, we saw the floats. We're ready for all of Richmond's talent, some of the best talent that you're going to see in Richmond, including the dancers, some of the bands that will be playing. I think I heard the VCU Peppas will be out here. We cannot wait. But first,
we got Janine and Tom. Let's go to them right now. Hey, guys.
All right, good morning, folks. I'm here with Janine Samuels. How about that? And we're pre-staged right now on the corner of Mulberry and West Broad. We're going to be in Storm Rider today, and we've got cool giveaways. We've got these cool Weather Authority ponchos, and we're going to be giving away 1,000 Chick-fil-A gift cards
Yummy, yummy.
on the parade path today. This is, by the way, I think about my 7th or 8th parade.
Oh, wow. I have to admit, I'm a little bit jealous. This is my 2nd parade participating, walking, but I grew up here, so it is so surreal to be able to be a part of this parade because I watched it on TV growing up, and it's really exciting because the weather did not seem to deter anybody because the lines are like literally filled with people right now on both sides of Broad Street based on where we are standing. Now let's talk a little bit though about the weather. It is a little cold out here.
I think, you know, in the 8 or whatever years I've been doing this, the weather has been different. A couple years ago, it poured the whole time. Last year was warm. I wore short sleeves. This year, it's very, very cold.
Yep. Well, and people listen to you, Zach, Mike, and all of the things. People are bundled up and they have their blankets. All right, we're going to go ahead and send it to Greg McQuaid now, who is hanging out with some of the spectators. Greg?
Hey, I'll tell you, good morning to you, Tom and Janine. We're along the parade route. We've got some of the best seats in the house here for the parade with some of my best friends this morning. Are we excited for this parade? Oh, they've had their coffee. They've had their espresso. Real excited. You know who else is excited for this big parade? Lindsay and Daniel Norfolk from Dominion Energy and their family right here. They here along the route. It's great to see you, Lindsay. Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
Merry Christmas to you.
Daniel, you too. Who is this beautiful little girl?
We got Ruby here.
Hi, Ruby. It's good to see you. She's very excited. She's saving up her energy for Santa. So, Lindsay, tell us about the connection that Dominion has with this parade.
So Dominion has been a supporter of the parade for at least 25 years now, and we're really focused on supporting our customers and our communities. So an event like this that's family fun and just wholesome, a lot of festive holiday cheer, it's right up our alley.
I know we have a lot of kids here on the route, but really, we're all kids today, aren't we, Daniel?
Right, yeah, we're looking for Santa.
Tell us about what Ruby's excited about this year, Lindsay.
Well, she asked Santa for Bluey, so she's very into Bluey. And
me too, Ruby. Hey, Daniel, Lindsay, thanks so much. Ruby, it's great to meet you. Listen, Rob and Cheryl, it's so exciting here along the route. Always is a great tradition. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Greg. It is a family tradition for people to come to the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. How many for you?
This is my 20th.
20th year
It's a
for
big year
Rob.
for me, a big year for you. This is your
25th year doing
Wow.
the parade, 39th year participating in the parade.
What a great year.
It is a family affair for the Richmond area, and we're glad that you're watching today. We'll be right back and get the parade underway here on CBS 6.
Welcome back to the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade.
Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, stand by. All right. right, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You got it?
Welcome back to the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade.
Well, welcome back, everybody. You know, today's Dominion Energy Christmas Parade couldn't happen without a lot of support out there.
That's including Rick Hendrick, Chevrolet Buick GMC, providing many of the vehicles that are pulling the floats today. Let's check in with Reba and Kristen.
Even Nolan, with the general manager with Hendrick, thank you for being here. I always feel like it's a reunion seeing you every year out here. Why do y'all come out here all the time?
Yeah, we just love it here. It's fun. We get all the cars ready early in the morning. We had a good time getting everything ready, about 20 cars and 15 or 20 people getting everything ready, so it's big time.
And all those vehicles are absolutely beautiful. We love seeing all of them, especially one of the bright red ones. For some reason, it always looks like a Santa sleigh. But other than Santa, you had the pleasure of carrying some precious cargo today.
Yes, I did. I picked up Charlie Swanson, Grand Marshal.
Ah.
That was fun. So we got him here on time and everything, good to go. So I'll pick him up at the end, Charlie. If you're listening, I'll see you at the end. I'll get you home safe too.
Or call me.
We certainly appreciate everything you do. You said this is your 8th parade?
Yes, my 8th, and I know we've done it since the beginning, since Rick Hendrick got here in town. So it's an honor to be here and fun this morning too.
So happy to have you and all the vehicles.
You, David. Well, enjoy the parade. All right, we're going to send it over to Greg now.
All right, I'll tell you, Kristen and Reba, we're having such a great time. Are we excited for the beginning of this parade? Oh, my goodness. And you know who's having a really great day is this young gal, because not only is it parade day, but it's her birthday. Happy birthday! I'll tell you, this is so exciting. Cannot wait. I see the floats. Look, folks, it's the beginning of the parade. Rob and Charlotte, send it back to you.
All right, the parade is going to get underway in just a moment. Almost 100 units are lined up today to celebrate the holidays with you here on CBS 6. We'll be right back to start the parade.
Welcome back to the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade.
Welcome back to the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. The theme this year is very RVA Christmas, the 41st annual Christmas Parade, and it is underway, Cheryl.
It is. I'm Cheryl Miller along with Rob Cardwell, and the sound of sirens means the Richmond Police Motorcycle Unit is leading off the parade. They are here along with their motorcycles and the mounted police today. They're joined by the RPD Motorcycle Unit, who always kicks off the parade. The Richmond Police Department, of course, dedicated to serving the city and the safety of its residents.
I wonder if there are heaters on those Harleys.
And on the horses.
Yeah, there's the Richmond Mounted Police. There are 4 police horses: Toby, Aslan, Banjo, and Marshall.
And a great opportunity for a lot of the children to maybe see a live horse in person for the first time ever. A lot of surprises in the parade and a lot of firsts for a lot of the spectators today.
Looks like they are dressed warm. That's good. Is it the Grinch on a horse? Looks to be.
I didn't know the Grinch could ride a horse. Who knew? Very talented.
All right, right behind them, this is the Richmond Raceway Pace Car for the 41st annual parade this year. Richmond Raceway has hosted racing since 1946, the only 3/4-mile D-shaped oval on the NASCAR circuit.
They've hosted the NASCAR Cup Series 131 times in their history. Only going to host one NASCAR race next year. It'll be a summer race on August 16th. Believe it or not, putting on a parade, a Christmas parade, is a year-round activity. There's actually a company that does the parade. Richmond Parade Incorporated puts on the parade every year, and they're happy to welcome everyone to the 41st annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. As we mentioned, this year's theme, a very RVA Christmas, because they know Richmonders love the holiday season. The Dominion Energy Christmas Parade is Richmond's biggest single-day event ever.
Lots of people this morning. They've been lined up since 6:30 when I first got here. Hey, there's the Maggie Walker Governor's School drumline. Maggie Walker Governor's School, a 2024 Blue Ribbon School. This is the VMEA Blue Ribbon Award, by the way, that they received, the highest award given to the school's music program in the Commonwealth of Virginia, recognizing achieved excellence in band, orchestra, and chorus.
A lot of students at Maggie Walker do take part in the music programs. About 200 of their students are part of the music program. And we're happy that they're here with us today. They're sponsored by Radio Communications of Virginia.
And this is the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. Here comes our title sponsor, Dominion Energy, with their bucket truck. They have a long history of supporting our nation's service members and their families. So as a veteran, I want to thank them as well. Today they're joined by reservists, members of the National Guard, and the Wounded Warriors.
Dominion Energy employees came together. They donated gifts to Holiday Helper at Fort Gregg Adams to allow nominated service members from all branches across the region to shop for their children's holiday toys free of charge. And they're now created a national program called Troupes to Energy Jobs. That was 11 years ago, and today nearly 1 in 5 employees at the company is a veteran.
I want to thank Dominion for keeping the heat on for us this morning. It's a chilly morning.
And when the power's out, there's nothing better than seeing that truck in your neighborhood.
All right, you usually see this guy in a Speedo.
Not today. It's too cold for that.
It's a little cold. This is our Grand Marshal, the Charlie Swanson. This year's Grand Marshal earned gold and silver medals in the 24 Olympic Summer Games in Paris as part of Team USA, part of the 4x100 meter mixed medley relay, where the team won gold, and the 4x100 medley relay, where the team won silver. He is a Richmond native, graduated from St. Christopher's School, and was Virginia's Swimmer of the Year in 2016.
So proud of Charlie and so happy that he's joining us for the parade today, riding aboard a beautiful float from Wegmans. Wegmans Food Market's a family-owned 110-store supermarket chain that opened its first stores in Richmond in 2016. Wegmans has food scholarships for their employees. They provide over $6 million in tuition assistance. Since their program began 40 years ago, they've awarded over $145 million in scholarships to more than 46,000 employees. And we're so happy to have Wegmans in the area as well. And done a beautiful float for Charlie. Two-time Olympic medalist. He won a silver and a gold.
And he should be used to the cold. He goes to the University of Michigan. Hey, here are the Dynamic Angels. How cute. This is a competitive and traveling dance team that's based here in Richmond. They offer dance classes and competitive training for kids ages 5 to 18. They've received over 50 regional and national championship titles, celebrating 10 years of excellence this past year. One of the best dance teams in the entire state. So glad that they're with us this morning.
So happy to see them participating in the parade. It's a little bit more difficult, though, when it's this cold outside. But they're bringing the energy.
Yes, they are. Bringing the heat. Up behind the Angels, the Faith and Love Fellowship Church. They're located at 141 East Belt Boulevard in Richmond. Faith and Love Fellowship Church just celebrating their 15th year in ministry under the leadership of Pastor Altony Foote Sr. and co-pastor Gloria Foote.
They always bring these cool slingshots to the parade. They've been participating for several years now. Faith and Love Fellowship Church just celebrated its 15th year in ministry this year. And Faith and Love has supported our community with thousands of dollars in free toy drives, Thanksgiving dinners, clothing giveaways. They even received the Presidential Joe Biden Lifetime Achievement Award and the Danny Glover Dream Builders Award for their volunteering efforts in recent years.
It's their 6th year participating, and they tell us that they really can't wait to come back next year because then they get to tell everybody about their new fellowship hall that's opening in the spring of 2025. Those are some cool cars.
This is one of the few units, or many units actually, that will be having holiday music along with them, and they have a performance, live performance on their float today. Delta Hotels is joining us today with a gift box balloon, one of many balloons that we'll see flying high here in Richmond. The wind's picking up a little bit, so the volunteers who are handling the balloons are going to have to work just a tad bit harder today to keep them under control. But I'd love to have that gift land on my front lawn.
It'll hold something big and nice in there, right? And that's one of the smaller balloons. I can't wait for it. A little bit later, you're going to see some really cool balloons on this parade today.
Experience made perfect at Delta Hotels by Marriott Richmond is located in downtown on East Canal Street with almost 300 guest rooms overlooking our stunning James River.
And you know who else really loves a good balloon? Our good friends, Kristen and Reba.
Hey guys, we got the balloons coming down right now. We're having so much fun. The crowd is just energetic, Kristen.
We are loving seeing everyone coming through. The bands are getting us hyped. The dancers are getting us hyped. This is so wonderful. The things that we're seeing down here, all the smiles in the crowds.
We got the princesses, everybody. It's just so much fun. And the float that's coming by right now is Magic and Merriment. They were founded in 2018 by a former Disney character performer who wanted to bring magic to her beloved hometown.
We love seeing Magic and Merriment because the whole parade is so magical. The princesses are going to be fabulous. We love to see us some princesses.
Yes, just cuteness overload. The Magic and Merriment is committed to making every moment magical for the little princesses and princesses of Richmond. They allow children to interact with the princesses who are talented performers and who look and just have so much fun. And who do we have right here? We hear him coming down Broad Street. That is the VCU Peppas float.
Of course it is. The Peppas have performed in the Christmas parade for more than a decade. Being part of this band is so important. to its members because they enjoy the freedom to express themselves both musically and creatively. They feel a tremendous sense of duty to carry on their best traditions and maintain their reputation for being high energy and a menacing pep band.
And
the Peppers perform at men and women's soccer, volleyball, field hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and all the men and women's basketball games.
And they bring the energy. Listen to them right now. And looks so great with the Science Museum of Virginia right there in the backdrop. And right now we have a baton. Did you ever do baton when you were younger, Kristen?
I did not. I believe my mom was a baton twirler. Fabulous. Look at those ladies running. Oh my goodness, how do they throw it so high up in the air and
Doing
still
a
catch
great
it,
job,
Reba?
too.
There she goes.
Look at them.
Now they do baton. Dance Twirl Team is a competitive baton twirling group based out of Richmond and the surrounding counties. Team members range in age from 4 years old to high school seniors. The twirlers participate in local parades, competitions, and talent shows. This year, their senior team placed in the top 5 at the National Baton Twirler
And she caught
Championship
it.
at Notre Dame University. That a girl!
She got it. And they make it look so easy, too. I used to do this when I was younger. It's not that easy. So they are doing it, and they're doing it in the cold and wind. So congratulations to them.
They can only bundle up so much, and they
Absolutely.
are walking. They're going to do this the entire parade route, Reba, all the way
Yes.
down to the end. They're walking this for about 2 miles.
They can do it.
Look
They
at
look
the
great,
young
too.
ones just behind them. They're just
taking
babies.
note. They're just taking note right now. And look at the crowd already just lined up and bundled up and just having a great time. And like we keep saying, using this word, Kristen, it's just such a magical day just to be out here. What a tradition for all these families.
All these families really are making so many great memories, Reba. And you can see them. They are bundled up. They're having such a great time. They're trying to stay in the sun like we were trying to do.
Yeah, we were trying to do too. And up next, we have Patricia Johnson State Farm float. Patricia Johnson State Farm is a black female-owned business. Johnson herself is from Richmond. Patricia Johnson State Farm has 5 stars on Google and emphasizes giving back to the community through back to school and toy drives, small business collaborations, and more. Just giving back to the community is just so important. And check out their float this morning too.
David Nolan was right with Hendrick. He was saying those vehicles are shiny.
They really are. Is that a gingerbread? I could eat a gingerbread right now. Doesn't that sound good?
It does sound good.
That gingerbread better watch out.
There's Patricia. Hi. State Farm is the #1 auto and home insurer in the United States. There she goes.
Oh, this is one of my
Look at
favorites.
this.
Every single year we have the Black Gum Saddle Club. Black Gum Saddle Club is a Western riding club based in Charles City County, Virginia, with members throughout the surrounding counties. The African-American founded equestrian club has been active for about 40 years, Kristen.
They sponsor a New Year's Day ride from Charles City County to the city of Richmond each year. With diverse backgrounds, Black Gum Saddle Club members come together to promote the racking horse, a breed of horse with a smooth-to-ride gait that can go long distances, sometimes at astounding speeds of 20 miles per hour or even more.
And yeah, and they said they wish everyone a happy holidays.
We sure do.
And that's a great shot of down Broad Street right now.
There it is, Black Gum Saddle Club. There they go.
Happy holidays, everyone. What a beautiful sight. All right, we want to send it over to our Greg McQuaid. Greg!
Yeah, Kristen and Reba, how we doing, folks? Oh my goodness, we got Giddy Up right in front of us. We're having such a great time. We've got bird's eye view, we got horses, we got balloons, but coming up, we've got some more four-legged friends. We've got some Irish dancers, and who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. That's coming up. 41st Annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade coming up on CBS 6. We'll be right back. Are we ready, Nico?
One more time, we just wanted to say thank you to the VCU Peppas and wanted to make sure that we have this shout out for you that Massey Comprehensive Cancer Center is celebrating 50 years of unwavering care this year. So thanks again to VCU.
And we have a lot of volunteers helping our community, including the Henrico Christmas mother, Linda Melton. She's the Community Outreach Officer, Vice President at Fulton Bank, and she's part of the Christmas Mother program that began back in 1942.
All right, we've had our first balloon, we've had bands, we've had horses, and now more floats. And we want to thank you, Michael and Son. Michael and Son been proudly serving their community since 1976. They specialize in heating and cooling, plumbing, electrical, and restoration services. They do a lot of work here in the Richmond area. Michael and Son also operates a nonprofit, in case you didn't know, called Michael and Son Helping Hands, which provides essential home services for community members who are in need. And if you are in need, perhaps you can reach out to them. Their mission statement is to exceed customer expectations and provide a memorable experience. What do they say? If you can't, we can. Michael and Son.
It's so nice to see all the people aligning the parade route. The parade, as we mentioned again, is going about 2.5 miles down Broad Street from the Science Museum of Virginia to 7th Street, and the crowds are just getting bigger and bigger all the way down the route. People trying to find a spot in the sunlight so that it's a little bit warmer out there, but it's nice to see everybody out there bundled up on this very cold for Richmond December day.
I was out earlier this morning handing out candy canes and chocolate goodies and gift cards, and I was really impressed with how a lot of these people were just bundled up, and they brought the fun with them with the hot chocolate and the hand warmers, and they offered me hand warmers too. I want to thank the family that drove all the way from Ashland this morning that offered me hand warmers.
Well, the nice thing is our meteorologist gave everybody a heads up as how cold it was going to be today, and everybody bundled up hopefully accordingly. We've got our lap blankets here on set as well. When you're sitting for a couple of hours in these temperatures, it can get kind of uncomfortable, but we're just having so much fun with the parade, and the atmosphere is just so exciting and electric that it's all worth it.
And you can see in the CBS 6 drone shot here that despite the cold temperatures, I think it's in the low 30s right now, but the wind makes it just a little bit colder out there. You can see how many people are just lining up. This starts, of course, from the Science Museum of Virginia here on Broad Street and goes all the way down to 7th Street.
And those great shots give you a scope, too, of how many people are participating in the parade. Almost 100 units today, and how many people are lining the parade route to enjoy the 41st annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade, including these beautiful ballerinas on their toes, ballerinas, brown ballerinas for a change. They're going into their 4th year of their ambassador, which provides tuition-free dance classes and advocacy workshops for youth. Their mission is to promote activism, social justice, and increase diversity in the arts by providing scholarships, a mentor network, and community programs to empower young dancers. Earlier this year, congratulations to them, they participated in the FDIC in Arlington as part of their Diversity and Inclusion in Education series.
Some talented young ladies and very talented instructors as well.
This year they held the inaugural Brown Ballerina Brunch, and it was a huge success. They've already begun planning for the next year as well. And they say they're working to expand their program to include a virtual ambassador program, an after-school program, and are very excited about our youth arts, dance, and leadership camp.
All right, one of my favorite things about the parade every year is the bands. And this is the Henrico County Public Schools Marching Band. Listen right now for the combined band of Douglas Freeman and Deep Run High Schools, the two of the 9 comprehensive high schools in Henrico County Public Schools.
Again, the combined bands of Douglas Freeman and Deep Run High School for a 25th straight year. The National Association of Music Merchants has named Henrico County Public Schools one of America's best communities for music education.
And right behind them, here is the Henrico Emergency Communications Float. Henrico County Department of Emergency Communications, the newest form department in the county. They come on board June 17th of 2023. Their team of 911 public safety dispatchers are the first responders that you turn to. Cute little float there.
And one of the big boutique hotels downtown, Quirk Hotel, has provided a float today. Their dog-friendly hotel located in Richmond's Art District. Their historic building was originally constructed in 1916 as the J.B. Mosby Dry Goods Store. More than 4,000 square feet of indoor-outdoor unique event space, and they are home to the Quirk Art Gallery. If you're not needing a hotel stay, you can stop by and see some wonderful art. This is Fetch a Cure. Fetch a Cure's Pixie Pen Pals program is Virginia's longest-standing prison dog program. In 2023, Fetch a Cure awarded 64 life-saving grants to help families in Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. pay for cancer treatments for their dogs and cats. In 2023, Fetch a Cure hosted 14 free lumps and bumps clinics, providing the community with an easily accessible means of early cancer detection and education. And you probably have noticed Fetch a Cure's iconic steel dogs and cats. They're all around the Richmond area, painted and distributed to supporting partners by local artists.
Look at that cute little Goldie right there. All right, time to check down now with our friends, Reba and Kristen. Good morning.
And Kristen was just giving some goodies to the doggies there. Yes.
I saw Fetch a Cure, and I was like, I know those dogs after walking 2 miles are going to be thirsty.
They're going to need it. But you know who's coming up right now?
I can't wait.
We've got a very special elf balloon coming up right now. This is the Henrico County Recreation Parks Department. Henrico offers a 4,000 acres of park and land that includes parks, recreation centers, historic sites, sports facilities, boat landings, and a nature center. This year, they opened Taylor Farm Park in Varina. The new park offers a skate park, event area, and a large playground. I'm just glad that the elf balloon made it through that stoplight.
That's always very fun and entertaining to watch.
Don't you just hold your breath? You can do it, Mr. Elf. You got it.
Year after year, we enjoy watching that. Well, hey, about this? Tonight, they'll be holding a tree light at the Cultural Arts Center starting at 4:30. Enjoy a toasty bonfire, music, and a visit from Santa. You can find information about the park's reserve facilities or find the latest from Grams or events by downloading the Henrico County Rec and Parks app. There he goes. He's taking a little bit of a dip.
Oh, yeah. And who do we have right now? Who you going to call, Kristen? We're going to call Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Always a fan favorite every year at this parade. Love seeing them. And the kids love them, too.
They sure do.
Ghostbusters Virginia is a nonprofit costuming group whose volunteers give back to their community through their love of Ghostbusters. We love that movie, right? And it's just such a tradition. They participate in community events all over Virginia to help raise money and awareness for other charities and spread love of the Ghostbusters.
They're going to make it all the way down, aren't they?
They really are.
Oh, the crowd has started now. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters.
We need the song. Yes. And coming up now, we have HCA Transplant Center float. Virginia Transplant Center at Henrico Doctors Hospital is one of the oldest centers participating in the National Kidney Registry's Kidney Exchange Program. Virginia Transplant Center partners with NKR to offer patients a website tool to help them find a living donor.
That's right. Virginia Transplant Center offers robotic kidney transplant surgery in addition to robotic kidney donor surgery.
And we just love seeing them out every year as well. And that's, I think, what I just love, just seeing just the familiar faces, the familiar floats, the balloons. It just brings back so many memories.
And we have the Irish dancers coming up next, Reba. The dancers really get you in the spirit. Time for a little Christmas jig. Here comes Crossroads Irish Dance as they celebrate 24 years of offering dance instruction to people across the Richmond community, starting at just 18 months old and up.
Wow. Crossroads has been a part of the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade for, get this, Kristen, 19 years.
Wow. The program is recognized in the Richmond community as a full-service Irish dance school offering preschool, recreational, adult, performance, and competitive programs.
And look at them. Look how young they are. And I love the little curls in their hair, too.
I love that they're holding hands. They're so sweet. So not only do you have the seasoned dancers, it looks like, up front, but look at the littles just behind them.
And the littles are taking note. You know, we're gonna
all
do
of our
this.
friends are having a good time. Once that music starts playing, you don't even realize that the route goes all the way down. They're just trying to make the crowd happy. They're
And I
doing
just
what they
commend
do.
them. They're going to be for, 2.5 miles almost? So they're going to be dancing down this whole Broad Street. That's pretty good.
And they are smiling the whole way. Look at their crowd just behind them. That's some of the happy, proud parents, you can tell.
And love seeing the littles, right?
That's right. Once that music turns on, Reba, you can feel it. Not only our dancers and our parents, but also the crowd.
Having so much fun. Look at those little bouncing curls. And up next, we have the Chesterfield Colonial Heights Christmas Mother. Chesterfield Colonial Heights Christmas Mother is celebrating over 50 years of service. This is Sherry Searles. It shops, it's fundraisers all year to provide assistance in the form of new toys, books, clothing, and food, gift cards to qualifying children, families, and seniors as we celebrate the holidays.
And she's given the crowd a nice wave there. And we have Salute the Troops, sponsored by M&E Contractors, Reba.
And we have to say thank you to all the men and women who serve, so we thank you for your service.
M&E Contractors is an award-winning commercial contractor that provides, coordinates all three mechanical, electrical, and plumbing trades. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your service.
Absolutely. Right now, we're going to turn it over to our good friend, Greg.
All right, Reba and Kristen, we are having such a great time. Are we having a good time or what? Yeah! That's awesome. Kind of coming full circle with this gal right here, Lori. She used to march in this parade back in the day with Monica.
Yes, it was so fun. We love being here today to see other marching bands. We're having a great time.
Love it. Hey, listen, we've got Star Wars coming up, balloons, bands, and dancers, 41st Annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. Yeah! Yeah!
And welcome back to the 2024 parade, the very RVA Christmas, this 41st annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. I'm Rob Cardwell, along with my good friend Cheryl Miller. Cheryl celebrating her 25th time hosting the Christmas parade. You have a lot of memories in
You're
this.
not far behind me. You're at 20 years doing
20.
this. We enjoy this. We would come out even if we were not working. It's such a fun event for everybody, and the community gets together. We get to hear these big marching bands. So this is really the only time I get to see them, and this is the Goochland High Marching Band that's joining us here today, looking very Christmassy. The band has gone from 43 students to 76, almost doubling in size in just 1 year. The students in this band are in grades 6 through 12, and they have a very vibrant group of band booster parents. That support is always necessary. The band, directed by Jay Seitz and assisted by Jacob Gittleman. Other staff includes Corey Marshall and Haley Vincent. Let's take a listen.
All right, this is by far one of my favorite entries in the parade every year. The Star Wars groups, starting off with the Star Wars 501st Legion, all members of both of these 501st and the Rebel Legions coming up. They're all volunteers, and their elaborate screen-accurate costumes are homemade by these talented fans. And although not officially affiliated with the Walt Disney Company or Lucasfilm LLC, the 501st Legion and the Rebel Legion coming up, they are Lucasfilm's preferred Imperial and Rebel costuming organization, so we're so happy to have them.
I always expect you to run away with them every year, Rob, because you just get so excited like a child on Christmas Day.
Oh, the force is strong with them. I want to join them. Yeah, the International Star Wars Costuming Organization, the Rebel Legion, too. They're, again, the costuming organization's created by, of, and for people who are just interested in recreating costumes from the Star Wars movies.
And of course, the dark side includes those Sith Lords, the Stormtroopers, the Bounty Hunters, the pilots. The light side, including the Jedis, the pilots, the troopers, the princesses, the scoundrels, and even the Wookiees.
The International Star Wars Costuming Organization's worldwide membership supports a number of charities, nonprofits, other organizations like Make-A-Wish, the U.S. Marine Corps, Toys for Tots, local children's hospitals. And I did not know that Darth Vader celebrated Christmas.
Well, now we know. He enjoys it. I love the Stormtroopers. They just look so amazing. And these organizations have also led to the beginnings of offshoot organizations for the Mandalorians, the Dark Jedi, the Saber Guild, and even youth costumers called the Galactic Academy. All these members are volunteers, and as you can expect, they are Star Wars fans to the core.
All right, coming up behind the Star Wars groups, the Astonishing Balloon Designs entry. If you're looking for a one-of-a-kind creation, Astonishing Balloon says that they can do it all. Astonishing Balloon Design. During the 1980s, balloon twisting and sculpting became a bit of an art form. And today, balloon decor has reached a level of extravagance that includes life-size sculptures and more. Like the arches, there's a minion there. How cool is that?
I love a good balloon arch, I tell you.
It can add a little pop or a great focal point to your occasion. Astonishing Balloon Designs. They say they'll take care of anything for you.
And amazingly, balloons can subsist in cold weather.
Yeah.
Virginia Housing was founded in 1972 as the Virginia Housing Development Authority, VHDA. By investing in the power of home, Virginia Housing transforms where and how thousands of Virginians live and thrive, strengthening their communities and the economy. They raise money in capital markets to provide mortgages to first-time home buyers. They invest in developments and innovations in affordable housing, and they make homes for people with disabilities and older Virginians more livable, including a gingerbread house, apparently. They say they're committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion among its associates, its customers, and its affordable housing partners.
What a beautiful float. Look at all the gumdrops.
It looks delicious.
The gingerbread house, the dancing gingerbread men.
Unfortunately, the way the shadows are falling today, it's a little bit more difficult to see the floats. They're not in the sunny side of the street today, unfortunately. But everything looks good. We're glowing with the joy of the holiday season.
Makes me hungry for some gingerbread cookies.
That would be delicious.
All right, time for another balloon. And boy, if you like candy canes, imagine snacking on that one. The candy cane balloon sponsored by Sutton Clark Supply and Radio Communications of Virginia. Sutton Clark Supply has provided storage for Christmas parade materials and supplies for years. They have over 55 years of supplying hoses, gaskets, conveyor belts, and more across Virginia and beyond. And it's so nice to have them sponsoring this candy cane balloon today.
And again, a big thank you to all the volunteers working today with the Christmas parade. Those balloon handlers, with the wind picking up now, are having a little bit more difficult of a time. And of course, they have to limbo under the streetlights all the way down Broad Street. The parade again going from the DMV Science Museum area all the way down to 7th Street. And the crowds are lining the streets from there, including our own Reba and Kristen, who are down on street level.
That's right. Can you imagine candy cane and gingerbread? Oh my goodness, that's just the best, right?
I mean, if that doesn't get you in the Christmas spirit, I'm not sure what will. And they handled that stoplight like a boss.
They did it. They did.
It's
a little
Reba.
windy out here, but they did it. You know, up next we have right now something very close to my heart is Spark. Founded in 1981, Spark provides transformative performing arts opportunities for nearly 1,500 youth per year.
And they are walking, and they look really cozy now, Reba. I'm looking at them. Some of them have the Santa hats. Looks like they have gloves, long pants.
Which you're going to need today, of course. Spark's Touring Ensemble is a group of dedicated teens from all over the Richmond community. My daughter did Sparks. We love it.
Very near and dear. The Touring Ensemble performs at many public and private events throughout the Richmond community. Good for them. Look at this pretty lady.
We are so excited to welcome Miss Virginia 2024 this year. This is Charlie Swanson, currently a PhD candidate at UVA, specializing in critical comprehensive studies in music, and hosts a Sunday morning radio show in Charlottesville where she shares her passion for gospel music. So a busy lady.
Busy lady, a beautiful lady, and a beautiful car. She's a Richmond native who studied undergrad at Mason and the Frost School of Music at the University of Miami.
Oh, do you hear this next group, Kristen? We have the Petersburg High School Marching Crimson Wave Band. The Petersburg High School Crimson Wave Band is a high-stepping award-winning band in the Tri-Cities area, providing superior sound and explosive field shows.
And of course, when they get a little bit closer, we love to listen in to our bands. They've been part of the parade for 37 years now. We'll try to tune in.
I am loving the sound, and I'm loving the colors. Just a pop right here on Broad Street, right?
They look wonderful.
The band made school history twice with its trio of all-female drum majors. First trio in 2001 with drum majors Amber, Drummond, Sylvia Bullock, Ashley Dance, and second trio of all-female drum majors Kayla Suttles, Denasia Samuel, Bailey, and Destiny Taylor in 2014. Got the Christmas tune going, getting us in the mood, Kristen. The holiday spirit.
You almost want to sing along with him.
But we won't. I won't. I'm not singing about you.
Fabulous band. Love listening to
Good job.
We are talking about the Powhatan State Park float. Let's take a look. Powhatan State Park, located on the historic James River, just outside the city of Richmond, open daily from dawn to dusk.
And you know, guests can enjoy picnicking, paddling on the river, hiking, biking, horseback riding, or camping in a tent or RV.
You can experience diverse wildlife habitats such as meadows, upland, hardwood forest, and vernal pools. Hey, there he is!
And up next, Kristen, we have Richmond Urban Dance celebrating their 10-year anniversary.
Several dancers and staff were cast as dancers in Atlantis, the upcoming high-profile musical for Universal that will be released in theaters May of 2025. The coming-of-age story about Pharrell Williams is set in Virginia Beach during the summer of 1977. That'll be a treat.
Yeah, check them out. All right, we want to turn it over to Greg. Hey, Greg.
All right, Reba and Kristen, thank you so much. We're competing with the marching band, but that's okay because we're at a parade. And I will tell you right now who's probably having the most fun. This is Marva from Hanover County. This is Marva's very first Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. How much are you enjoying yourself, Marva?
So very much. I'm having the best time of my life.
Oh, how about that? Best time of her life. Speaking of bursts, we have more bursts coming up, making their debut in the parade. But we have a message for everybody. 3, 2, 1. Woo! We'll be right back.
We are celebrating a very RVA Christmas live. The 41st annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade making its way down Broad Street in Richmond on this sunny Saturday morning. More than 2 miles of floats, balloons, marching bands, majorettes, and more. Including Red Crooked Sky joining us again. The majority of Red Crooked Sky artists are comprised of citizens from the 7 federally recognized tribes of Virginia, including the Nansman, Chickahominy, Lakota, Seneca, Lumbee, Apache, and Shoshone. They highlight generational entertainment, mothers, sons, daughters, cousins, grandparents, all participating. They have over 100 presenters from over 40 tribes across the United States and Canada.
Their attention to detail is just amazing to me. They performed at more than 200 venues, a highlight performer at World Cultural Festivals in D.C. featuring over 150,000 spectators.
Wonderful opportunity to see Virginia history, living Virginia history.
And you can see it as well because their diversity also includes film, artworks, consultations, and historical reenactments. We hope you get a chance to check out Red Crooked Sky. All right, coming up next, this is the Riverside Outfitters Bus. Their 11th year joining the amazing dancers of Red Crooked Sky for the Richmond Christmas Parade. And they say they feel very lucky to be friends with such a great group of people. Since 2005, Riverside Outfitters has been Richmond's hub for outdoor adventure for you. If you want to get out and have fun, check them out. They have summer camps and after-school programs. They've helped thousands of Richmond families keep their children connected to outdoor fun and adventure. And you can find them at the foot of the Mayo Bridge on 14th Street. The Riverside Outfitters Raft Shop, just a short walk from the hotels and the restaurants in downtown Richmond.
Of course, Richmond has Class 4 and 5, I believe, rapids down on the James River, and they're making their way on their raft down Broad Street. The Fatherhood Foundation is celebrating 25 years of celebrating and service to our community and celebrating 10 years of honoring over 150 fathers, giving away $50,000 in cash to honorees. Fathers are chosen. Each dad receives $500 cash to give away any way they want, presents for all their children, and dinner. Last year, Father Christmas gave a car to a dad who had lost his wife and totaled the car along with the cash and the presents. All dads are sponsored by families and businesses in the area. Their main sponsor this year is Threads Uniform Agency, and they thank them for that.
Well, this is a well-dressed fellow. Looks like he's
Waddling
wearing a
down Broad
tuxedo.
Street.
Yeah, this is the Addison Clark Penguin Balloon. Addison Clark, a full-service marketing agency here in Richmond. They focus on providing business results for local, regional, and national companies across a wide range of industries. Addison Clark, proud to be active members of the Richmond community and the website sponsor for this year's Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. And thank you to all the volunteers again as well, as Cheryl has mentioned, who do such a great job of handling these balloons and getting them limboed underneath those lights there. That's awesome.
And Sparkles and Cheers Dance Company is here with us today. They're a competitive cheer and dance company out of Ashland, and they're open to all families. This is their third year joining us for the parade. They tell us they focus on building self-esteem and giving love and encouragement to all. Sparkles Gym is a happy place where youth and their families are always welcome. A big welcome to the Sparkles, Cheers, and Dance Company.
Cute little pom-poms, so bright. All right, behind Sparkles, here comes the Nurse Dolls, a company that is 100% minority female-owned by a mom, veteran, doctor of nursing practice. And they say they're all about celebrating everyday heroes.
I have one of those nurse dolls, and what they do is they introduce STEM education concepts to children. That's science, technology, engineering, and math. Again, a locally owned company. Welcome to the parade, their first year with us. And let's check in now with Reba and Kristen.
Oh, we're about to go join the Sparkles dance group. I think that's what we're going to do.
Your moves, Reba. I don't know if I can do it as well as them.
They look great. We're just having, they look great. We're having so much fun right here on Broad Street, right in front of the Science Museum. So much energy right here. And coming up next, and I know you hear them right now, this is the Brunswick Marching Band 100 Band. We are welcoming the Marching 100 Band, featuring students from 8th to 12th grade under the direction of Mr. Anthem Smith, assisted by Ms. Adia Brown. The students are from Brunswick High School and J.S. Russell Middle School.
Let's listen in.
The Brunswick Marching 100 represents the only high school in Brunswick County. They sound great too, Kristen.
They do. Well, this song is familiar.
Never get tired of it either.
And they are moving on down, and right behind them is this Zeus Cycle. Zeus Cycles offer an eco-friendly way to get around the River City. They say they are committed to sustainability, and their bikes emit significantly less CO2 compared to traditional motorcycles.
Yeah, their bikes can reach 0 to 30 miles per hour in just 2.3 seconds. How do you like that, traffic lady? Huh?
Popping a wheelie right there. They are cruising. Zeus bikes are designed for both urban commuting and off-road adventures.
And it's going to be an adventure getting down Broad Street today, right?
That's right. Look, look at this one coming up. Zeus Cycles. There they go. Oh, wow.
Look at them
see
go.
The one wheel.
How do they do that? That's just awesome.
Here it is.
Hey, we got Virginia Cardinals cheer coming right now. They're located in the Tidewater area. Coming on down to Richmond today, proudly represents the great town of West Point. Good to have them here in Richmond.
It is. Virginia Cardinals cheer believes in uplifting, encouraging, and empowering each other as we fly high together.
And look at those beautiful people right there on the float. Having a great time this morning. The Cardinals are reaching the next generation to aid in confidence and helping young ladies reach their goals in life. Always a good thing.
When I was a cheerleader, you could never have a bow that wasn't too big, and they certainly do and look adorable. They're under the direction of Tisha Dokes and head coach Turtle Martin.
They bring style and grace with every step they take, and we can see it right there. Look at them go.
There they go, ladies. They are shouting.
And I love the
They know
different
this
levels.
cheer.
We have the littles and we have the grown girls. It's great.
A good mix. And do you see their sparkly bows on top? That's what I like to see.
We love sparkles, Kristen.
We do.
All the time.
There they go.
And always a favorite here, the city of Richmond is coming up. Proud sponsor of the 41st consecutive year. This is great. Look at them right there on their float.
Big wave, big smiles, all
We
happy.
see
A
you.
shirt
Happy
that
holidays.
says Merry. And they are waving to the crowd, waving to the drone, giving the drone some love right there.
And this year, the city of Richmond has continued to make great strides in improving the lives of Richmond's residents by bolstering investments in children and families, ensuring all Richmonders have access to green space, a quality community center, and after-school programming, removing barriers for low-income residents to access quality opportunities.
This year, the city has taken some steps towards some big projects, including breaking ground on the Diamond District, funding the Shaco project, and starting the process for a new first precinct and fire station. That's right.
Yes, and they're wishing everyone happy holidays. And right behind them, we have the Richmond Chief of Police. Is that what we have right there?
That's what we have, protecting the city of Richmond. The Richmond Chief of Police, Rick Edwards, is committed to public safety through community policing and engagement, making a difference in the lives of families across Richmond.
And I love that they look so festive right there in their Santa hats. Along with the police chief is the Richmond Police Athletic League, or PAL program. PAL has been around since 1991 when it has started by a group of officers working in the south side of Richmond. There's the chief right there. That's Chief Edwards right there, giving some love.
All the love to our security. A big thank you to them. We couldn't do it without them. They're making sure everybody's in the right place for the parade. Make sure they have a wonderful viewing spot. Look at this guy.
And a shout out to the chief. We always see him out in the community as well. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Because Richmond Fire was supposed to be in front of police.
Did you lose your team?
So they were talking
And welcome back to the 41st Annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. A very RVA Christmas is the 2024 parade theme this year. And it's been very RVA so far.
It has been. And
that was, by the way, the Richmond Homicide Support Group.
Joining us today, they are a division of the Richmond Police Department, established in 2008. Oh, the sirens are going again. This is the Richmond Sheriff's Office, which has participated in and or hosted over 100 community engagement events, including our Anthem Lemonade Stand in July of every year. Sheriff Antoinette Irving has led the department for 6 years now. The office says they're dedicated to preserving public safety, progressive training, and partnering with the community. Other community programs of the Sheriff's Office include regular wellness checks on seniors, lowering recidivism through education and counseling, and helping with Meals on Wheels for those in need. The Sheriff's Office has been awarded millions of dollars in federal and state and private grant funding that helps them introduce new reentry programs for offenders, training and recruitment programs for personnel, and all those community outreach initiatives that they take on every year.
Lauded for their rehabilitation programs.
And there's Sheriff Irving.
Yep. We always love the bands. That's one of our favorite parts of the parade. And here comes the Richmond Public Schools All-City Marching Band. The Richmond Public Schools All-City Marching Band, they include 5 RPS high schools, John Marshall, TJ, Thomas Jefferson, Armstrong, Huguenot, and the Richmond High School for the Arts. The band directors, Dominique Reynolds, Evan Hines, Ton Van, Nat Boyd, and Andrew Miles. I want to thank them for braving the cold and being out here this morning. The Richmond Public Schools All-City Marching Band.
And what we're seeing is the beginning of the parade, so they're just getting warmed up, and so a lot of the bands are just marking time at this point, so hopefully we'll be able to hear them play a little something.
You can see that little sign, it said start performing now. So yeah, you're right.
This is the beginning of their 2.5-mile walk from the Science Museum of Virginia down to 7th Street downtown. Let's see if we can listen in. Pretty big unit because it is comprised of all five RPS high schools. So they must have to spend some time rehearsing so that they can coordinate all of their routines.
Well, this next entry is one that I have featured a couple of times with my Building Better Minds series on CBS 6. This is Richmond Public Schools Lit Limo, and they are the Polar Express this morning, dressing up their bus in the Polar Express. The RPS Lit Limo, they've handed out already over 80,000 books to students of Richmond. They get to take those books home. The Lit Limo has been rolling the streets of Richmond since June of 2020. This is their brand new bus with air conditioning, a wheelchair lift, and an onboard generator. It even has a slide for students to exit the back of the bus after they come in, pick a book, slide down the slide, and take it home. It's just part of Richmond Public Schools' effort to get more kids to read.
And a nice surprise for children along the parade route today, they are handing out books as well.
Yeah, the Lit Limo run by the librarians of Richmond Public Schools. Thank you so much, trying to get kids more interested in reading.
And their Polar Express appropriately named today. Right behind the Lit Limo, the City of Richmond Department of Public Works.
Yeah.
They're focused on keeping the River City clean and safe. They say their mission is to keep Richmond looking good and on the go. The department handling everything from paving to landscaping to trash pickup. They've been accredited through the American Public Works Association since 2021. They also work along with their newest mascot, which is named James River. They call him JR for short. And DPU can produce up to 132 million gallons of clean, safe drinking water for us per day. There are 3,000 miles of natural gas mains in the Richmond area that DPU services. DPU has won numerous awards for water quality and operational efficiency.
And here they're coming with their float. Very nice. Department of Public Utilities and their float.
They provided water to over 500,000 customers in the Richmond region since 1919.
I think I saw JR, James River, the mascot there. All right, behind them, the Vibe Dance Complex, under the direction of Kate Wright and Sean Crutchfield. They're in Midlothian, the Vibe Dance Complex. They provide dance instruction for kids ages 2 and up. And this is their 5th year participating in the parade. They've done it in all kinds of weather. Vibe Dance Complex provides itself on community diversity and inspiring the next generation of kids who share a passion for dancing. Being a part of Vibe is very important to its dancers because of the strong friendship and sense of community that students have. You can find a full list of all the classes on their website, Vibe Dance, RVA.
We talk about the number of children who are along the parade route watching, but it's also amazing for these young people to be able to participate in the parade. That's a very unique perspective as you're walking down Broad Street, to be able to be in the parade and looking at all the crowds like watching.
You think about the memories that they're making right now that they're going to be able to share down the road. That's awesome.
Speaking of wonderful kids in parades, our team from CBS 6 is here. There's Storm Rider, which is amazingly large when you stand next to it and see it in person. It's a bigger unit than I thought it was. And the crime insider, John Burkett, behind them.
And let's toss to our good friend Tom Patton inside Storm Rider. How's it going, Tom?
All right, good morning, you guys. Lima, Kristen, all right, good to see you guys. We just finally pulled out here this morning after a long wait, and it's great to see everybody here. Oh my goodness, they're all bundled up and looking good and looking happy out here. Let's see if my camera's working. Let's see if I can take another shot. Oh, is that working all right? What can we see there? A whole lot of sky. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking at straight ahead of me there. Got the band in front of me, folks dancing, and lovely people onto the sides. It's good to see everybody this morning. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and enjoy the parade. Guys, good to see everybody. My friends, I haven't seen you in so long. Good to see you guys. All right, all right. Woohoo! All right, I think we're going back to Cheryl and Rob. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much. It's so good to see our folks out here today. And like I said, for people to get a chance to see Storm Rider and the Crime Insider up close.
That's pretty cool. And you know who else they get to see? Our good friend Janine Samuels, who's also on the parade route. Good morning, Janine.
All right. I don't know if you can hear it, but everyone is going crazy right now. We have just started walking. We are super excited. We have Stan here, and the main attraction happens to be Walter. Everyone has been calling out for Walter since we started walking, and there really are so many people out here, so much excitement, and we are having tons and tons of fun. Back to you.
Samuel's on the parade route with our good friends from CBS 6, Walter the Weather Dog with her as well.
And again, she's giving us a great perspective of the parade. When you're actually in the parade and moving along, you get to see a little bit of everything.
Absolutely.
Including Reba and Kristen, who are down on street level, who have a bird's eye view.
Yes, and we're seeing so many friends, so we're giving hugs as well. So
we sure are. We just saw our friend with the BMX group, so we just had to say hello. He's one of our favorites with the station, Chris.
And it's always so cool to see them, the BMX group. And they're getting rad and racing for over 25 years. Kristen, Richmond BMX is completely volunteer run. Has riders ranging from 2 to 76 years old. Can you believe that?
And we saw all of them out there popping wheelies again, cruising. I love some of their helmets. They're just so sharp.
Looking good.
And we had the Royalettes here, the baton twirlers, Reba.
Yeah, the Roulette Baton Twirlers range in ages from 4 through college.
Why do we love seeing them out there? Look at their cute little outfits this time. We have
Looking
the red
so
with the
festive.
Santa, the green behind
Yes.
it. Their
Looking
motto,
like little Christmas trees.
Reba, their motto is reach for the stars.
Absolutely. They look so cute. The Roulette Baton Twirlers are co-sponsored by Chesterfield County Parks and Rec.
Members have gone on to twirl at over 20 different universities across the country. The Roulette Baton Twirlers compete in contests sponsored by the National Baton Twirling Association and are 2023 state champions.
Love that. And I love how young they get started in all of this. It's just so much fun to watch. Just seeing the littles out there.
And I love the music now that they're twirling to. Is that Mariah Carey, the Queen
You
of
go,
Christmas
Mariah,
that I'm
Queen
hearing?
of Christmas, yes.
I love how the Royalettes emphasize teamwork, physical fitness, enjoyment of the art, and it really is a sport, the sport of baton twirling.
It is a sport, I tell you. Sing it, Kristen.
Oh,
look at this. The toucan balloon sponsored by Academy Bus.
So colorful.
Love that balloon. Academy Bus recently acquired James River Transportation and is excited to be operating in and around Richmond and Norfolk, Virginia.
Academy Bus operates in 20-plus markets up and down the East Coast from Boston all the way to Miami.
And look at that, made it under that light. I was worried about the beak right there, but they did it.
But they did it. Hey, they're waving at the drone. We're waving right back to you. Wonderful job to all of our handlers out there handling those balloons.
Yeah, because we
for
got a
2
lot
miles.
of, I know, and a little wind out here too, so they're doing a great job. And you cannot miss that toucan balloon, can you?
Richmond is their newest market, having operated in and around the city from October of 2023. There we go. A street view of the toucan that's making his way down. This is it, the Henrico Sports and Entertainment Center, Reba. The Henrico Sports and Event Center is a state-of-the-art 185,000 square foot multi-purpose facility featuring 8 sports courts lined for basketball, volleyball, and soccer.
Awesome. All right, we're going to turn it over to our good friend Greg McQuaid. Hey, Greg.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Reba and Kristen, I'll tell you, we got the best spot right here along Broad Street. Coming up on the 41st Annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade, we've got more dancers, we've got balloons, and we've got marching bands coming up. But first, we have a message for everybody at home. 3, 2, 1. We'll be right back. No.
It is a very RVA Christmas, the 41st annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade, live this morning along Broad Street in Richmond. The nice thing about watching live, though, on television is we also have our streaming channels, so conceivably anybody in the world could be watching the parade right now. So a big hi to my family in Rochester, New York, watching the parade this morning.
From Peru to Pennsylvania.
That's
That
right.
is awesome. And don't forget, this re-airs Christmas morning.
Christmas morning.
Very cool. All right, let's get the parade back on track. Coming up next, this is the Hopewell High School Marching Blue Devils from the Tri-Cities area. The Hopewell High School Marching Blue Devil Band, award-winning band, by the way. They placed first in several competitions across the region. The Blue Devils are even a two-time national champion competing in Atlanta, Georgia. Your Hopewell High School Marching Blue Devils.
Familiar face there on the float, the white polar bear. You've seen him in the Coca-Cola commercials over the years. This float, sponsored by Coca-Cola Consolidated, the largest Coca-Cola bottler in the United States. Coca-Cola Consolidated makes, sells, and distributes beverages of the Coca-Cola Company and its other partner companies of more than 300 brands and flavors across 14 states, including Virginia. Coca-Cola Consolidated says behind every new flavor and timeless classic is something bigger. It's some 17,000 teammates who pour their hearts into their work every single day.
And I love an ice cream float in Coca-Cola, by the way.
It wouldn't melt today. But we saw some of these earlier today with one of the other units. These slingshots are pretty cool.
Yeah, this is RVA Hot Wheels. They hold the title as Richmond's first ever Polaris slingshot rental company. Those are pretty cool, man. You can pave the way for adventure. Get into a slingshot. If you're not familiar, the slingshot is that three-wheeled kind of motorcycle-looking thing. 2 wheels in the front, 1 in the back. RVA Hot Wheels brings this excitement to Richmond. They offer spooky light tours in October and festive holiday rides this month of December.
Now, this is a pretty cool company. It was founded by 2 ambitious twin sisters who launched this venture at just 22 years old. And they've been in Richmond now for a couple of years. And again, you can rent these vehicles and hang out in these wonderful slingshots all around Richmond.
What a great way to see the city in an open way like that.
And everybody's going to be looking at you, too, driving around
That's
the
right.
streets of Richmond with one of these.
Hey, we got some momentum this morning, and I mean it. This is the Momentum Dance Center, their first year in the parade, so we want to welcome you here. They're celebrating 10 years in business this season, though. The Dance Center is located in Ashland, and it's under the direction of Ashley Wyatt. She grew up dancing at local studios in Richmond and went to Henrico High School's Center for the Arts. They offer both recreational and competitive programs at the studio in all genres.
I love all the moves. Everybody's got the moves, and it's probably more so to keep warm today.
For 2.5 miles, they'll be nice and warm, I hope, by the end of it all.
But again, these units are going to inspire some children to maybe want to participate in dance or want to participate in cycling or want to participate in whitewater rafting because it might be the first time they've ever seen something like this up close.
Very cool, and they're very talented. Hey, this is Jay's Royal Spa, giving man's best friend the royal treatment. That's the promise of Jay's Royal Spa. They're in the Tri-Cities. It's a pet spa. They say they have the patience for problematic pets, in case you have one. And they can even transport pets and provide boarding services. You can see they're holding their banner there. And there's one of the little pets that they've helped.
Got lots of cute pups on the parade route today.
Got some cool little feet.
And they're wearing their coats.
Yeah.
And their sparkles.
Oh, man, that's some glam right there. Look at that. Tutus and everything.
This is Play RVA. You can actually rent this fire truck for your party if you'd like to. They are here in the Richmond area. This truck has video screens on it, and they can make popcorn on it. You can rent this for your party. They have classic cars, and they have party trains. They operate the trains in the 3 area local malls. They provide train rides for events and birthday parties. I've seen the trains in my neighborhood as children have had their parties. They offer animal scooter rides for events and at all locations for all ages. They're the only company here in Virginia that offers rides on these particular scooters. Their goal, they say, is to make train rides and animal rides more accessible to kids in the Richmond area. And if you rent this fire truck for your party, the kids can get on the fire truck. They can take rides in the fire truck. It's just a really cool thing to do.
All right, let's toss it back down to Broad Street and our good friends. There she is, Kristen and Reba.
She was trying to get on the fire truck. I know.
Yeah, hey guys. That's what it was.
Whatever to keep me warm, right?
Exactly. You know what? We have a great group coming up now. We have a combined band of Elsieburg, Meadowbrook, and Monacan High Schools coming up down Broad Street.
All three
You
are
hear
going to
them?
play
Yeah.
together. We're going to talk about all three schools. We'll see if we can listen in.
The Monacan High School Band program is a 12-time Virginia Honor Band. The Elsieburg Band has earned a superior rating at state concert assessments for the last 30 years, Kristen. Meadowbrook Band members learned the HBCU format of marching, and their students have excelled in collegiate settings, following this tradition of engaging both mental and physical discipline.
Now, the last time the Monacan Marching Chiefs were in the parade, they were behind the Rudolph balloon that snagged on a stoplight.
Oh,
Remember
no.
that?
I
they
remember
played it?
that. How can we forget that?
Well, the three bands are excited to be performing together today. Listen in.
Loving those drums, Kristen. They sound great, too.
Marching all the way to the end.
And coming up next, we have the Bon Secours Richmond Health System and St. Mary's Float.
There it is. And as they're walking, we'll be able to get a better picture of what the float and the float details. There it is. We have a gingerbread, a Christmas tree, a snowman,
Just
a beautiful
all
house.
about the holiday spirit. Love that. And whether it's tackling a serious health issue or improving your overall well-being, Bon Secours Richmond is committed to helping you stay healthy and strong.
That's right. From emergency care to primary and specialty care, Bon Secours Richmond's doctors and healthcare professionals are passionate about improving your overall health with personalized healthcare solutions so you can be there for what matters most.
And look at that float. Do you see the bubbles up there? Bubbles in this wind. I love seeing it.
Are
It's
those
great.
gingerbread cookies, Reba?
I'm going to have
Those
a
look
gingerbread
delicious.
cookie today. Yes.
There they are, a big wave. Look
Happy
good,
holidays.
everybody.
They're having so much fun. And you got the Bon Secours ambulance right behind. Since 2008, the Bon Secours Richmond Critical Care Transport Services team has served critically ill patients and their families throughout Richmond and neighboring communities, helping out so many people.
And as you know, every minute counts in critical situations. Time can mean a different outcome in a cardiac crisis, a stroke, or even a pregnancy.
And we love seeing them out here today. And we thank them for all their help and their service throughout our community.
And there they are, the Department of Emergency Communications, Preparedness, and Response, DECPR, exists to help you when you need it the most.
And it's responsible for answering all incoming emergency and non-emergency calls, managing all man-made or natural disasters, responsible for public safety within the city of Richmond. So we thank them.
We thank them. We hope that everyone can have a happy but safe holiday.
Absolutely.
Can you believe that they answer more than 450,000 calls a year? One of the busiest emergency communications center in Virginia.
And big waves again. And one of my good friends, this is from the Woody Foundation. The Woody Foundation is a nonprofit organization formed in 2008 to improve the quality of life for inner city youth.
That looks like Rudolph is staying on there. Like you said, it was just a little bit breezy.
Oh, I see Woody right there too.
The Woody Foundation exists to benefit the lives of children and families living in the inner city and low-income environments through community awareness initiatives and fundraising events. There's the Grinch.
All right, we're going to send it over to Greg McQuaid. Hey, Greg.
Let me tell you something. The fun has only just begun. These people are really excited because guess what? The big man himself from the North Pole is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town down Broad Street, and they're real excited. Come on back. 41st Annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade with Santa. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to the 41st Annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. I'm Rob Cardwell.
And I'm Cheryl Miller. Smiles all around today. We are at the beginning of the Christmas parade route. It's going to travel 2.5 miles beyond us down Broad Street through downtown. Big crowds. This is a nice live shot you can see from Storm Rider, who is part of the parade today. And you can see the streets lined with people. On a good day, and this is a good day, you can get 100,000 people lining the parade route. It is one of the biggest events that Richmond has throughout the year, and one of the biggest events actually on the entire East Coast for the month of December.
A lot of those people started lining up at about 8, 9 o'clock this morning as the parade kicked off at 10. Hey, here are our good friends, the Richmond Flying Squirrels, in their float in the parade today. The Richmond Flying Squirrels welcomed 435,000 fans to the Diamond this season. That's the highest total attendance among all AA teams in the country, and they did that for the 3rd consecutive year.
They're a great team, too. They are so community involved, but there have been 84 Flying Squirrels players who have gone on to play in the majors. The Flying Squirrels remain a pillar in our community, even when baseball season is over. Mascots Nutsy and Natasha can be seen flying around RVA to charity events. They go to school reading programs. They're at festivals and a lot more. And they say mark your calendar for opening night at the Diamond on Friday, April 4th. And 2025 will celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Diamond and 15 years of the Flying Squirrels. And they'll be moving to a new home, groundbreaking for CarMax Park, which will be a 365-day-a-year venue, not only for baseball games, but concerts, fundraisers, community gatherings, and more, is set to open in 2026. So welcome to the Flying Squirrels.
Can't wait for the season, can't wait for the new stadium. Hey, and coming up next, here is the Bar None Dance Company. Starting age of students is just 2 years old. How about that? And all the way to adults. So if you want to have some fun, check out Bar None Dance Company. They offer dance genres from ballet to tap, hip-hop, tumbling, and a whole lot more. They've been open since 2016. You can find them at Regency Square Mall near Surge Adventure Park. Got a nicely decorated truck there. Bar None Dance Company, by the way, focusing on dance education for all levels of dancers, including competitive dance. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner or not.
And all in step for the walk down the parade route. This is Centera Health Plans. They're headquartered in Hampton Roads. They employ more than 30,000 people here in Virginia. They have affordable insurance plans for people and families, commercial group products, and employee assistance programs. Their plans also are proud to serve Virginia's Medicare and Medicaid populations. They have a mobile care van with 2 exam rooms that make health care more accessible here in our community.
We are up on the stage. Let's head it down to the street. Here's our good friends, Reba and Kristen.
We're just dancing over here.
We are.
We're
They
just
are
having so
playing
much
my
fun.
favorite Christmas holiday song by NSYNC.
Oh, but you know,
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Absolutely, and then we heard Mariah earlier. But yeah, we're just getting in the mood here, just so festive out here. And you know, coming up right now, we have the Henrico County Police Department.
We do,
They are
behind
proud
us.
of one of 15 agencies Tri-Arc accredited through the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies.
And I'm looking at them now, Reba. They have their blue lights on.
I
We
see
see that on the side of the road. As a traffic reporter, you know to move over. So please do so. They look good. They have some goodies for everyone, handing them out.
And yeah, one of its core values is honor, professionalism, commitment, compassion, and accountability. Henrico Police serves and protects more than 330,000 citizens over 245 square miles.
I love that they put the reindeer on top of the police unit. Doesn't that look good? Oh, they have the wreath on the front as well.
And sometimes when we see those blue flashing lights, we may get a little scared sometimes if it's right behind us. But you know what? It's all good today.
How about this? The Richmond Christmas Mother coming in close behind him, sponsored by Richmond Times-Dispatch. Lydia Johnson, she's an NBA basketball fanatic. Did you know that?
I like that. Yeah, she has run 9 full marathons, including the Marine Corps Marathon in October. She was scheduled to run the Richmond Marathon back in November as well, but she was sidelined by an injury. But look at her. She looks beautiful up there.
Reba, she wakes up early. It says she wakes up at 5 a.m. She knows what it's all about to be up before the sun comes up.
We know that feeling all too well.
And Richmond Times-Dispatch right there. Look at their float. I see a lot of red. Oh! look, I see the penguin.
Even the penguins bundled up right there. The Richmond Times-Dispatch is the region's largest news organization. For more than 174 years, the Richmond Times-Dispatch has covered local news, politics, business, sports, and culture.
The Richmond Times-Dispatch is where your story lives. Join millions of Virginians in watching RTD's Virginia Video Network. But right here, the Virginia Repertory Theater, Reba.
And look at that. Got a nice little bear back there with the Christmas tree, looking all in the holiday spirit.
Virginia Rep serves over 100,000 theater goers every year, and Snow Bear is celebrating his 52nd birthday. He looks
Snow
good.
Bear is a cutie. All right, we're going to turn it over to Rob and Cheryl. Hey, guys.
Hi, guys. Thanks for that perspective down on the street. Kristen and Reba. Coming up next, the VMI Regimental Band, sponsored by New Market Corporation. I want to thank the Virginia Military Institute for being here today. They were founded as our country's first senior military college way back in 1839. The VMI Regimental Band, coming up, was founded in 1947. The VMI Pipe Band, founded in 1997, and you're going to hear them coming up here.
Another one of our big balloons today, the Santa Jingle Balloon, sponsored by Patient First. Patient First has been in business here in Richmond since 1981 and now has 9 Patient First medical centers in the RVA area, open every single day of the year, including on Christmas Day or New Year's if you need their services. The physicians and support staff in Patient First wish you and your family a wonderful and healthy holiday season. That's Santa, but that's not Santa.
Santa's coming up, but look at that balloon. I mean, we've had some big balloons, but that takes a lot of handlers right there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that is the very same balloon that also was seen in the movie Jingle All the Way.
I think you're right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Santa doing a little limbo today.
Lay off the cookies a little bit, Santa. You might be able to get into that light. There you go.
And again, the wind has picked up a little bit, so the handlers are having a little bit more of a difficult time moving the bigger of the helium balloons today. And it's nice to see, you can see how deep the crowds are on Broad Street. And this again is the perspective from the beginning of the parade route, which goes 2.5 miles down Broad Street all the way through the VCU area into downtown, where if you're home right now watching, you probably could make it to watch the beginning of the parade at the end of the parade.
Isn't that something? Because it is a 2.5 mile, and this is just the beginning. They have to pass a sign for all the units and the bands to say, start performing now, right there where Santa Claus is going under that light. I think they're going to make it. I think they're going to make it.
And
Good
that's
job.
Santa leading the way for Santa, as well as the Cheer Extreme All-Stars RVA. They have over 200 different athletes who call the Cheer Gym home. Their athletes range in age from 4 to 19, and they provide a great place for those who love the sport of cheer to get involved and become an amazing part, they say, of their cheer family. They also help about 25 special needs athletes, giving them the opportunity to perform and to love the sport of cheering.
I love the costumes this morning, Cheryl. I love the decorations. The floats have been amazing. And the enthusiasm with it being so cold today, for everybody to come on out and still just have those smiles, come on out and have a good time. It's been great.
Well, everybody took the advice of our meteorologist and bundled up and layered up in order to come and enjoy the parade. And those who are participating in the parade will get a chance to see the parade on Christmas Day and see how well they did. And it looks like Cheer Extreme brought all 200 of their members today.
They are packed.
They are piled in.
That is awesome.
And you can see the happy smiles in the crowd today. Children of all ages enjoying the Christmas parade. A very RVA Christmas.
All right, Cheryl. Are you ready?
All right. There he is.
He's here.
There is Legendary Santa on the Atlantic Union Bank float featuring the Children's Museum of Richmond's Legendary Santa, where you can stop by throughout the holiday season and see Santa. Riding along with Legendary Santa, the Snow Queen. This year's Snow Queen is the Children's Museum of Richmond's Snow Ambassador Scholarship winner, Nikita Saravanan, a senior at Maggie Walker Governor's School and a volunteer at the museum, mainly supporting sensory-friendly nights.
Oh, that's very, very nice. Atlantic Union Bank proudly supporting Santa's float. This is the 10th magical year. And you know who loves Santa more than just about anybody?
And more than Elf.
Our good friend Greg McQuaid.
My God. Oh, my goodness. It's Santa! Santa, welcome back to Richmond.
Good to see you again. How are you?
Oh, we couldn't be more happy because you're back. It's a very busy time of year.
Oh, is it not? Oh, my goodness.
How is it being back here on Broad Street at the Dominion Energy Christmas Parade?
I love coming here every year and spending time with my families. It is so great to see you guys. You know, I've been coming down here for 88 years now.
88, huh?
Yes, since 1936.
My goodness.
I love it.
Santa, it's so busy this time of year. How are the elves doing up there in the North Pole?
Oh, bless them. I kind of feel guilty. I come down here and I spend all day with you all. I fly down every morning, fly back every night. The elves and Mrs. Claus are super, super busy making sure they get all the toys made. So I actually have it a little bit easier than they do. So, and thank goodness for my, the head elves and Mrs. Claus. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Santa, what does this tradition mean to you here in Richmond?
Oh, it absolutely warms my heart. I love seeing my families. I love seeing the folks. I love the chants of Santa. Merry Christmas, Santa. We love you, Santa. Santa loves them.
Overall, Santa, naughty, nice, Central Virginia. That's
nice.
A thumbs up. We got the thumbs up. There is Santa Claus. Welcome back to Richmond. Merry Christmas to you, Santa.
Christmas. Great to see you again.
Oh,
Merry Christmas,
God,
everyone.
That's Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
Greg is trying to make sure he's on the good side and on the good list, not the naughty list this year.
Santa made possible by the general support of the Children's Museum of Richmond sponsor Centera Health Plans and Wegmans today on the beautiful Santa float along with this year's Snow Queen.
Yeah, that Atlantic Union Bank float, and man, that is one nicely decorated float too.
They're giving us a sneak peek of the North Pole to see what Santa area looks like and where he lives.
That is pretty cool.
And all the reindeer on the float. I won't put you on the spot and ask you to name them all.
Oh, no. Fred, Donner, something. Hey, this is one of our sponsors this year, also the Chick-fil-A cow. Eat more chicken.
Chick-fil-A handing out about 1,000 free sandwich cards along the parade route today. So we thank them for that. And CBS 6 crew, there's Janine and Joy, and they're also handing out goodies along the route today. They've got some squeeze balls. They've got some collapsible water bottles. That's what Joy has in her hand. They have Walter's picture on them, so those are going to be a collectible item, I'm sure. They've got some, let's see, I'm trying to think what else was in the goodie bag.
I think it's gift cards, I believe, right? The squeeze balls, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Our good friend Tom Patton, he's been in Storm Rider this morning. He's had the heater on, and he's been able to give us shots like this one here, all the way down that parade route that, again, starts here at the Science Museum of Virginia, about 2.5 miles.
Yeah.
Down
It looks
to
like
7th Street.
they've made their way to the downtown area by now, which is great. And again, there's a nice look at Santa and his float here today. The only thing that's missing is some snow flurries.
Thank goodness we didn't have snow this morning. We've been through what? Your 25 years. You've been in short sleeves. You've been bundled up like today when it's been what?
Covered in rain.
We woke up at 19
and
degrees.
Sleet and everything else over the years. Yeah, this has been a parade since 1984 in Richmond. It was the Tallheimers Toy Parade first, and then it came back as the Richmond Christmas Parade. And this is the 41st annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. Let's find out what Reba and Kristen thought were the highlights for them.
Oh, you know what? We always have so much fun out here. And every year I love VMI because it's just so regal, so traditional, all of that. Love it. And of course, the little dancers.
We love the little dancers, the little twirlers, so much and so many of Richmond's talented folks that are out here up and down the parade. Just wonderful to see them. I love the floats because it's so entertaining for me and Reba to watch them head underneath the light here at Broad and Robinson just outside the Science Museum. So love watching that. All the handlers, a big shout out to them. They handle it.
Yes.
They make it work. And I could hear the kids chanting Santa, Santa, Santa. So the big guy himself. We love seeing Charlie Swanson, of course, the Grand Marshal of the parade.
Just so much, and then the marching bands and all that, just so much fun. And of course, this is going to rebroadcast on Christmas morning. So this is just perfect in the holiday spirit. You're with your family, opening presents. You can just have the parade on, right?
And we're all bundled up, so hopefully watching it from the comfort of our home will be nice and cozy next time in our
with our
pajamas.
hot chocolate,
Reba.
yes. And finally our gingerbread cookies, right?
Absolutely. I'm going to be playing Parade Bingo, which you can find on the parade website, and make sure that I have the checklist in our cozy pajamas.
Yes. All right, Robin, sure, we're going to send it back to you. We just had so much fun out here.
We did.
I'm glad. Hey, real quick, I just want to do a quick shout out to all the many volunteers who are behind the scenes months before this even starts, just to get this started and to be such a success. And all our crew behind the cameras, our drone operators, and everybody. Thank you.
Yep, the whole CBS 6 crew bringing you happy holidays here for the 41st annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade. Happy holidays, everyone.
All here, la 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 la, digging all that holiday cheer, la 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 la. Bundle up and let it snow, la 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 la. 'Cause everyone's got the Yuletide glow, la 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 la.
Thanks for watching the Dominion Energy Christmas